Strength Beacon. All right, I want to talk real quickly about the difference between processed foods and real foods. I was online it was like yesterday, and I just researched a study done by this woman. I forget her name. You can go on YouTube and type in processed food digestion study or something like that. But they did a study where they had a person eat a whole foods meal and they had the same person eat a processed foods meal. And what they did was they actually sent a pill down this person's throat and it kind of stayed in their digestive tract area where all the food is broken down. And they watched it after 20 minutes, after 2 hours, and then eventually after 32 hours. So after 2 hours, the homemade noodles, which were made with flour, which is processed, but not as processed as ramen noodles, which is what they used for the processed food. But they made the homemade noodles out of flour, oil, and I believe some salt, and maybe an egg. So they put those in there. After 2 hours, you could not even identify what the food was. It was broken down. It looked like the digestive tract was just kind of squeezing paper shards, like when you put through a grinder. Or no, it was way smaller than a grinder. It was very, very small. On the other hand, the ramen noodles, after 2 hours, you could still identify noodles. You could still see entire noodles that were in the digestive tract that were not broken down. So there's a huge difference in the way that the body, one, uses, and two, digests real food compared to processed food. There's a huge difference. There is not, first of all, there's not as much nutrition in a processed food item, but the processed food item doesn't even get properly broken down. So I'm kind of guessing here that, you know, if you eat whole foods, your poop is going to be a lot more relaxed coming out, whereas if you eat a lot of processed food, it's probably going to be harder coming out because it's got a lot of non-digested particles and whatnot inside of it. Don't try to fool yourself. Like I have fooled myself. I used to fool myself. I don't anymore about processed food, about, oh, this has the extra iron in it and blah, blah, blah. That iron doesn't assimilate the same way that iron from straight molasses assimilates, or, you know, what I'm trying to say is that the nutrients that are put and sprinkled on processed food do not go into your body and assimilate into your body the same way that fruits and vegetables and, you know, meats and things like that do. It's a totally different ball game. So next time you see a Hot Pocket, don't try to fool yourself into thinking, oh, this is good for me because it has this, and it has 100% vitamin A in it or whatever. Because your body's only going to uptake a little bit of that.